Have you ever heard anyone say, remember when we sold that property 30 years ago? What a great move that was. I definitely haven't, and it seems like everyone has at least one story or someone in the family who has a story about that property that if they'd only held on to it, it would be worth millions of dollars today. Well, it appears we're finally listening, finally heeding that advice, and holding onto properties a little bit tighter. This video is going to be all about why there are so few homes for sale in Victoria right now, and why the mindset of sellers seems to have shifted a little bit when it comes to selling properties. Hey, it's Willey. It's May, the spring market is in full swing, but inventory is extremely low, in particular, quality inventory. Before we dig into the latest stats, I want to talk about why there's a lack of quality homes for sale in Victoria and why not selling a property has become a more popular choice. And by quality, I mean homes in good locations with good layouts and perhaps renovated with the intention and care for a family or for someone to be in there for a long time, rather than flipped or someone trying to unload a problem house for a quick buck. First, let's take a look at why new listings hit the market. Why would anyone want to sell in the first place? Divorce and death, this is always going to be a driving factor for new listings. And unfortunately, these life circumstances are kind of unavoidable and a reason we do get new inventory on the market. Investments that no longer make sense. With high interest rates today, a lot of investors are feeling the squeeze and maybe have to sell. On the flip side, with high rental prices, a lot more sellers pause before selling, and they consider if they want to be landlords themselves and hold on to the property. Someone moving away, it's rare that anyone leaves the island, but it does happen. But in general, we have far more people coming here than leaving. And someone upgrading or downsizing their home or changing neighborhoods. Again, a lot of people now consider holding on to both properties if they can swing it, given the high rental rates today that sometimes make it feasible if they've built up a lot of equity in that existing first home. And after COVID, less and less elderly people want to give up their homes for long-term care. Downsizing to a condo is also less appealing given the rising strata fees that are out there now as well. And the big factor when it comes to downsizing or upgrading or switching homes in any kind of fashion, it's a very competitive market. It's a stressful time to try and switch homes. You have to decide if you want to buy first, sell first, how you're going to do it. So a lot of people choose just to sit where they are and perhaps maybe renovate instead. I think the cycle that we've had in the last 5 years with the largest price gains in history and then the fastest interest rate rise in recent history has really shown that Victoria is extremely resilient. Prices are generally holding steady. In some cases, now we're climbing up again. And it really has shown that Victoria real estate can withstand all these factors and without a major price drop. It's just further cemented into the collective mind that if you can weather any little storm or blip, you just can't really lose in the long term on Victoria real estate. I still think we're on track for no more detached homes in the core under $1 million in a few short years, but there's always going to be new listings, but I definitely notice a lack of quality inventory out there. You combine this with a huge influx of out-of-town buyers coming to Victoria, that'll actually be the topic of my next video, so stay tuned for that. Record high construction costs, and you get a recipe for exactly what's happening right now. Low inventory, and once again, prices are trending upwards. Let's take a look at the monthly stats now. Detached home prices are up over 8% since this time last month. I am definitely seeing a lot of multiple offers and competition in this segment, and it appears to be heating up. Townhomes remain relatively stable, and condos have dropped a bit. Year over year, we're still down from the peak, but each month that gap seems to be closing. Based on the amount of inventory available divided by sales, we're back in the seller's market now with only 3.2 months of available inventory. Thanks for watching. Please let me know if you do have any questions about buying or selling real estate in Victoria. And as usual, I want to hear from you, so please leave a comment below with any questions or comments you do have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.